Hello everyone, welcome to all subject Industrial Engineering, chapter Break-Even Analysis, topic Introduction of Industrial Engineering and Break-Even Analysis. So students, today we are going to discuss a topic which name as Introduction of Industrial Engineering and Break-Even Analysis. So student, let's start. So students, first of all, we are going to discuss some terminology which are associated with the industrial engineering. The first terminology is known as production system. So what is a production system, student? It is an organized process of converting a raw material into final product with feedback loop. With feedback loop. Okay, look at the figure please. First of all, the input in terms of raw material, okay, raw material, labor, okay, and energy in terms of electrical energy, and information in terms of data, etc. Input is given into a conversion process, and conversion process is like some machine, and machine, CNC machine. Okay, this input in terms of raw material and labor and energy is given in this machine in conversion process. So this input is converted into the finalized product. This input is converted into a finalized product in terms of goods, services, and final product. Okay student, so this input is converted into a output in terms of good and service and final product by the help of conversion process. But before dispatching of this output, one monitoring process is there. One monitoring process of output is there. This monitoring process is also known as quality and inspection. Quality and inspection. Okay. At this point, we are compare the actual output with respect to the desirable output. Compare between the actual output with respect to desirable output. If any difference is C, between the actual and desirable data, we are transfer this difference data to the adjustment loop. At this adjustment loop, some processing is done on this input, and further conversion processes take place, and further is output is come. But before the dispatching of this output, we are going to the monitoring process. In this monitoring process, after adjustment, we can see that there is no difference between the actual and desirable data. So students, by the help of this feedback loop, we are achieve the same desirable data. This whole process is known as a production system. Clear to all students? So what is a production system? It is an organized process of converting a raw material into final product with feedback loop. So clear to all? Okay. So students, next terminology is productivity. So what is a productivity? Productivity is a ratio of output with respect to input, or in the other word, we can say that productivity is a quantitative ratio between what we produce and what we used resources to produce them. Okay. So productivity is a quantitative ratio between what we produce and what we used resources to produce them. Okay student, one more terminology which are used in the thermodynamics is known as efficiency. Efficiency is similar to the productivity, and efficiency is known as a ratio of output with respect to input. But efficiency is always less than 1, but productivity is always greater than 1. So what is the main difference between a productivity and efficiency? Productivity is always greater than 1 and efficiency is always less than 1. Students, every organization, for example, organization of the automobile sector and pharmaceutical sector, etc., every organization always want to increase the productivity of system. Every organization always wants to increase the productivity of system by applying the some new techniques and methods. Every organization searches students new techniques and methods. By the help of these some new techniques, our organization is improve our productivity. So students, what is our goal or aim? Our goal is how to increase productivity of system. Okay student, how to increase the productivity of system is our goal, okay student. What is a industrial engineering? Why we are need to learn the industrial engineering subject? In industrial engineering, we are concerned with a design, installation and improvement of production system. So industrial engineering is a subject in which we are concerned with the how to increase the productivity of system, how to increase the productivity of system. So in industrial engineering, our main aim or objective is to how to eliminate the unproductivity of operation from the system. If you are eliminate the all unproductivity operation from the production system, automatically productivity increases. So clear to all students why we are need to learn the industrial engineering subject. Our need is there. The main goal is how to increase the productivity of system. And in industrial engineering, we see in the different process. For example, in the sequencing, we are learn about the how to manage the all the activity in the sequence in a such a manner to eliminate the idle time, to eliminate the unproductivity operation in order to achieve the increasable productivity. So clear to all. So in industrial engineering, we are concerned with the how to increase the productivity. Let's start break-even analysis. So student, what is a break-even analysis? Listen carefully. The relationship between three factors. What is a three factor? It is a total cost, selling cost and volume of production. What is a three factor? Total cost, selling cost and volume of production is known as break-even analysis. So students, in break-even analysis, we are discuss a three terminology, which is a total cost, selling cost and volume of production. Okay, clear to all? So what is the break-even analysis? Clear to all. First terminology in the break-even analysis is total cost. So what is a total cost? Total cost is a total expenditure made in order to produce a certain number of unit. Okay, or in other words, we can say that how much cost is invest to produce a certain number of unit. How much cost is invest to produce a certain number of unit. Total cost is nothing but a summation of fixed cost and variable cost. So student, the total cost is nothing but summation of fixed cost plus variable cost. Okay, fixed cost and variable cost. In next slide, we are going to discuss what is a fixed cost and what is a variable cost. What is a fixed cost? It is a remain fixed or constant irrespective of volume of production. For example, we are going to market and purchase a machine and install in our production system. So machine is a cost of machine is a fixed cost. Cost of machine is a fixed cost, and salary of watchman and higher officer and advertisement cost, this sum cost is known as a fixed cost. It is a one time cost. Okay, the look at the graph, please. Look at the graph. In x axis represent the volume of production in units. In y axis the cost in rupees. This line, this horizontal line is represent as a fixed cost. This curve is represent as a fixed cost. By the help of figure, we are see that the fixed cost is not depend on the volume of production. The volume of production is increases, but fixed cost is a fixed. But fixed cost is fixed. It is a not changes with respect to the volume of production. Okay, students. So what is a fixed cost? It is a remains a fixed or constant irrespective of volume of production. Okay. So students, what is a variable cost? Variable cost is directly proportional to the volume of production. Look at the figure, look at this graph. At x-axis, I represent as a volume of production in term of x. At y-axis, I represent a cost in rupees. Okay. This curve is represent as a variable cost. By the help of this curve, we are conclude that if the volume of production is increases, the variable cost is also increases. So variable cost is directly proportional to the volume of production. Okay, variable cost is directly and proportional to the volume of production. For example, a material cost, raw material cost, and labor cost, and etc. is a variable cost. For example, the variable cost is given as 5 rupees per unit. So what is the variable cost? It is a 5 rupees per unit. If we are produce 1000 units in production system, so what is the total variable cost in rupees? 5 into 1000 is nothing but a 5000 rupees is a total variable cost. So student, what is a variable cost? Variable cost is a directly proportional to the volume of production. An example of a variable cost is a material cost, labor cost, and etc. Clear to all? So here the total cost is clear. The total cost is nothing but a fixed cost plus variable cost. Okay, the fixed cost F in terms of rupees and V into X in terms of rupees. Okay, V small v in terms of rupees per unit and X in terms of unit. So please carefully on units. Okay, student. Next slide, we are going to discuss the selling cost. So what is a selling cost? Selling cost indicates the return obtained by the selling out a certain number of unit. The returns obtained by a selling out a certain number of unit. Look at the graph. Same here. At y-axis, I represent the volume of production in term of x. Sorry, in x-axis, volume of production in term of x, and y-axis the cost in rupees. Okay, and this curve is represent as a selling cost of a product x. Here we can also conclude that the selling cost is directly proportional to the volume of production. If a volume of production is increases, the cost is also increases. So here we conclude that the selling cost is directly proportional to the volume of production. For example, the selling cost is given in terms of rupees 6 rupees per unit. If we are produce 1000 unit in production system, so what is the total selling cost, student? It is a 6000 rupees. Okay, by the help of selling cost, we are conclude that what is a profit with respect to the total cost. Okay, so two terminology is clear. The total cost and selling cost and volume of production is clear to all of us, students. So in break-even analysis, we are compare between a total cost, selling cost, and volume of production. In the next lesson, we are discussed to a break-even chart. So in a break-even chart, we are draw the all the process, the total cost and selling cost and volume of production. And by the help of this break-even chart, we are conclude that the how much profit and how much gain in the production system. For example, the total cost is 5000 rupees and selling cost is 6000 rupees. So what is the profit? The profit is 1000 rupees. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. To be continued in next lesson and next topic we will discuss about a break-even chart and calculation based on break-even analysis.